Hey everybody, Ace Liam here and welcome to another episode of Form Fight. Form Fight is a series where we take a look at a Pokemon with more than one form or a branched evolution or a counterpart Pokemon. We have a look at the differences between the Pokemon in question and we try and work out which one is the best. And so we can see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. We also have a Metronome Battle between them just for a little bit of fun. If you're a fan of Form Fight and you're ready for more, make sure you hit the like button to show you're enjoying the series and of course, hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. But with all that out of the way, let's take a look at today's challenges. Today we're going to be looking at the two forms of Alakazam, which are Alakazam and Mega Alakazam. Now when you have an Alakazam in your party, it will always be in its regular form. However, an Alakazam holding Alakazite will be able to Mega Evolve into Mega Alakazam during a battle and will remain that way for the entirety of that battle. But what makes these two forms of Alakazam so different? Let's take a look. According to the Pokédex, regular Alakazam stands at 1.5 meters tall and weighs 48 kilograms. Its Pokédex data says that Alakazam uses its psychic powers to make the spoons it carries. Each spoon is an original that there's only one of in the whole world. If it trusts someone deeply, it will let them have one of its spoons. Anything you eat with that spoon is apparently delicious. Yeah, try eating some poo with an Alakazam spoon and tell me if it's delicious. As for Mega Alakazam, it floats, I guess, at 1.2 meters tall, guess because its legs are tucked in, and again weighs 48 kilograms. Its Pokédex information says, as a result of Mega Evolution, its power has been entirely converted into psychic energy, and it has lost all strength in its muscles. Its hidden psychic power has been unleashed. A glance at someone gives it knowledge of the course of that person's life, from birth to death. Appearance-wise, both are yellowish humanoid creatures with armor-like brown areas covering their shoulders, torso, wrists, and knees. Mega Alakazam has a much slimmer lower body and much bulkier-looking armored areas, as well as a long white beard and a gem in the middle of its forehead, as well as plenty more spoons. In their shiny forms, both forms of Alakazam change their armor coloring, with regular changing to pink and Mega changing to purple. Now let's have a look at the typing, weaknesses, and resistances of these Alakazam forms. Both forms of Alakazam are pure psychic type Pokemon, which makes them weak to bug, ghost, and dark type attacks. They both resist fighting and psychic type moves and are completely immune to absolutely nothing. They have no immunities, soz. Now let's have a look at their stats and abilities. Alakazam is a fast-moving special attacker, boasting 120 base speed and 135 base special attack, and whilst its special defense is decent, it doesn't really have the HP to back it up, and its attack and defense are very poor. Its primary ability is Synchronize, which causes burns, poison, or paralysis inflicted by an opponent to be inflicted on that opponent as well. This is great for bouncing opponent strategies back in their faces, and can help Alakazam survive that a little bit longer whilst the enemy tries to adjust their tactics. Its secondary ability is Inner Focus, which protects Alakazam from flinching. This of course ensures Alakazam will always be useful whilst on the field and won't fall victim to a turn 1 fake out, ruining its chance to shine. Its hidden ability is Magic Guard, which prevents Alakazam from taking indirect damage. This means that Alakazam can, for example, be poisoned, but won't take poison damage at the end of each turn, and isn't damaged by things like Life Orb. This is a great protective ability for Alakazam and again gives it even more staying power in battle, since it only has to worry about direct damage from offensive moves. As for Mega Alakazam, aside from the slight increases to defense and special defense, it gains a massive boost in special attack and a great boost in speed, making it an even faster, stronger threat than before. Its only ability is Trace, which copies the ability of an opposing Pokemon. This can be a blessing, copying abilities like Adaptability or Sturdy, but can also be a curse if you end up with something like Defeatist. And also note there are certain abilities that can't be copied by Trace, such as Wonder Guard. It's a fine ability for Mega Alakazam, and I guess it helps balance it out, since other abilities would probably make this extremely strong and fast Pokemon feel quite broken. Now it's time for me to decide which of these two forms of Alakazam I prefer, and I guess I just want to go with the more powerful one, the Mega. I mean, I like the design of the regular one, and I do feel like the Mega's design is a little bit over the top, maybe a little over-designed, but I just prefer the Mega battle-wise because it builds on the already impressive stats of Alakazam. It's still a bit of a glass cannon when it comes to the physical side of things, but it can move so much faster and hit so much harder that just kind of balances it all out. But of course, it's not just up to me to decide, it's up to you guys to decide which is your favorite. But before we do that, it's time to see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. It's time for the Metronome Battle. Before we get started, I'll point out these Pokemon have max IVs in all stats, 0 EVs in all stats, they're not holding any items, they've got neutral natures, they're the same type. The only advantage or disadvantage anybody in this battle gets comes from their base stats. Everything else is all up to the Metronome. Let's go. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, this is one you have been asking for quite a while. The battle of the Speedy Psychics. It's Alakazam versus Mega Alakazam. I've got a feeling I know who's going to win, but maybe that's just because I've been watching too many one-sided form fights. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Actually, no. Let's give Alakazam some credit, right? Because everyone's got Magic Guard here, so there's going to be no poison damage or no burn damage. And Alakazam has decent special defense, as we've discussed earlier, so it has a bit of a chance, I guess. Regular Mega is going to start off with Sunny Day, though. Increase the power of Fire-type moves. That's going to be a very, very interesting play right there. What's going to happen with the Shiny Mega right there? With this lovely, lovely purple ensemble. Goes for Sky Uppercut on the Shiny Alakazam, which is not going to be very effective, but still did a decent amount of damage. That's a testament, I guess, to the low defenses. Here is Shiny Alakazam firing back with a double slap. That will not be resisted, and will do a nice little bit of chip damage. Oh, critical hit there as well. And that's a 3-hit with the double slap. And now it's time for regular OG Alakazam. What are you going to do, my dude? You're going to go for a Sky Attack. So you're going to prepare on this turn and you're going to attack on the next turn. I always think Sky Attack looks a lot better than it always turns out to be. Is that just me, or do you see that as well? Let me know in the comments down below if you think Sky Attack's a little bit overrated. Regular Mega's going for Geomancy. Oh my goodness. On the next turn, it is going to increase its speed, special attack, and special defense by 2 stages, I think? Someone asked me. Consult Xerneas. Air Cutter comes out to damage both Alakazam there from the Shiny Mega right there. They need to take out the regular Mega. The Sky Attack's going to hit the regular Mega, though. That did massive damage. A critical hit. I take it back, Sky Attack. I'm so sorry. You actually did something right for a change. And here's a Darkest Lariat from Shiny Alakazam. It's on the regular Mega, so no Geomancy today, lads. Holy moly. It's 1 Mega versus 2 regular already. Holy cow. I guess I'm still in shock after last week's really short camera-up battle. Here's a Moongeist Beam, though. That's going to be super effective. Massive damage from that huge special attack stat on the Shiny Mega onto the regular Alakazam, taking it right down. Fantastic play right there. Just the Shinies left already. Oh my god, I need to stop doing form fights with Pokemon that have such low defenses. Here's a Steamroller that will be super effective from Alakazam onto Mega Alakazam. Don't have to call them Shiny anymore because there's only one of each on the field. Ain't that great? What's Mega going to do here? I mean, it has the power behind it to win the battle in a single hit. Goes for a Growl to reduce the already low attack of the Alakazam, the regular Alakazam deck. I cannot believe that. What a waste of a move. Here's Alakazam responding in kind with Water Spout. Okay, you know, fair play. It's not going to do a great deal of damage, but it does bring down Mega Alakazam to less than half its max HP. Not as effective, of course, because Alakazam wasn't as at full health. Here's the Mega going for Hydro Pump. Oh my goodness, how much damage is that going to do? Huge damage to regular Alakazam there. I mean, technically it's Shiny Alakazam. You know what I mean? It's not Mega. Here we go. And it goes for Icicle Crash onto the Mega Alakazam right there. That's not going to do a great deal of damage because its attack has been lowered as well, but it does a nice bit of chip damage there. But is it? It's just not enough, is it? Really? Because this Mega could just click its fingers and take out half the Pokemon on the field right now, including itself. Very Thanos. Here's Poison Powder. It's not going to have any effect, of course. Alakazam will be poisoned, but will not take poison damage. Thank you for showing me an example of the Magic Guard ability. That's really helpful. Thank you. Isn't it nice when we work together? Here's Frost Breath, but it's avoided by Mega Alakazam. I nearly said Mela Agakazam, I think. That's what that was going to be. Here's a Power Whip. Oh, also avoided. It's really touch and go. This is anybody's game right now. One of these Pokemon needs to land a big move. There's Dragon Rage. It's not the biggest move, but it's enough to take down the Mega, and the regular team have won it, so fantastic job to the Alakazam team. Wow! What a great back and forth, though. That was wonderful to watch. I love Form Fight. So you've heard what I've got to say, you've seen these Pokemon on the battlefield, but now it's time for you to make your decision. Which of these two forms of Alakazam do you prefer? Is it Alakazam, or is it Mega Alakazam? Let me know in the comments below and explain to everybody why your pick is the absolute best. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode of Form Fight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel, like these wonderful people down here do, pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainerLiam. And for live streams 5 days a week, head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainerLiam. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.